Xerxes demanded our obedience, our submission. But we were free men, and we would rather die on our feet than live on our knees. Confident, savoring the meal to come, the beast approached, and it was King Leonidas himself who provoked it. Uninvited guests. Persian lapdogs bringing word to Sparta from the great and powerful Xerxes. All the God King required was a modest offering of earth and water, symbolizing Sparta's submission to the will of Xerxes. They warned us to be afraid, that Sparta would burn to the ground, and that only the word of Leonidas could save it. Leonidas did not leave our guests waiting long for a response. Earth and water. The Persians would find plenty down there. So it began. The ephors, priests to the old gods, diseased old mystics, worthless remnants of a time before Sparta's ascent from darkness and superstition. Their word is law. It was the time of Carneia, the sacred and ancient festival. Sparta could wage no war. They must consult the oracle. The oracle spoke in an ancient tongue known only to the ephors. Leonidas was to honor the Carneia. There would be no march. Sparta would fall. Pompous inbred swine, worthless, diseased, rotten, corrupt. Xerxes promised fresh oracles to them daily, from every corner of his empire. The price was only a simple lie, a small bending of the oracle's ancient words. But our king was resolved. There would be no march. No army would take the field against Xerxes. Only Leonidas would walk north to the hot gates, along with his personal bodyguard of 300. Xerxes has come to the hot gates. Xerxes, the god king of Persia, the devourer of nations. We few stand against him. Against a horde of beasts and men so massive it shakes the earth with its march. Our king Leonidas wavers not.
Spartans, attack!
Come, Persian horse! Let your master see how deeply the blade swung by freeborn men cleave!
Watch the flank! Keep it up, Spartans! Persian slaves, you die with valor! May you know freedom in the afterlife! Form a phalanx! Now!
Xerxes will cower behind 1,000 such beasts before coming within a spear's cast.
Then we shall kill 1,000.
I suspect we won't have to. Xerxes will not wish to send more of them against us anytime soon. Slaves, on the other hand.
Sire, they've taken the Phocian wall! Our flank is wide open!
Quickly, Spartans! We must retake the wall, or all is lost! Fear no wound. Give no ground. Let no Persian live. Spartans, quickly! Over the wall before they regroup! You are the king of nothing, puny Spartan cur! If you prefer to name your slayer thus, so be it, dead man. Death to all Spartans! My burning blade will sear your flesh from your bones! Your skills are no match for mine. Do not waste my time! My burning blade will sear your flesh from your bones. The bigger they are, the more of them I see.
First day of our march. We heard the crows before we saw the smoke. And as we drew closer to the village, we smelled something else. The reek of death clogged our every breath. Yet even greater was the weight of watchful eyes upon us. She did not scream at the sight of my spear. She said nothing when I offered her water, nothing when I asked her name. But then her eyes found Leonidas. The sight of our king loosened her throat. She told us of the nightmare that had befallen her village. A man called Hydarnes rode upon a towering stallion, awash in sweat and foam. He was more monster than man, with blades instead of hands, and a cruel, mocking smile of sharpened razors. Beasts from the blackness were with him. Monsters, gray-skinned, cold eyes, with claws and fangs. The Immortals. These agents of death would burn her world and murder everyone she loved. he set about his gruesome work, slaughtering her brother, mother, and father first, and setting the village afire. By the light of dawn, it was plain that none had been spared, save she. By now, the girl can barely continue her tale. The king bids her rest. But even as he speaks, we can tell that she has died in his arms. Her words shook with horrors that no innocent should ever know. Perhaps that's why they kept her alive, as a warning. Or perhaps to distract us from their ambush. They rise among the mangled bodies of the slain, a trap, a message to all Greece. The Persians mean to kill us all, but their message shall never leave this village. Our king's rage is ablaze. The very fires of hell burn within him. They shall pay.
So, these lapdogs of Xerxes think to take us unawares, my brothers! Let's show them what their folly's unleashed! The blood of our countrymen stains the earth! Come! Avenge it drop for drop! This is not the silence of the dead. After 200 battles, one knows. This place reeks of Persians still. Captain, take 3 men east and reconnoiter.
At once, my king. Stelios, Astinos, Polynices, come.
Delios.
Here, my king.
West side.
Nokios, Steplios, Aristotle. Follow close. And mind that ridge. Something is amiss.
Daxos, you're with me. We'll head north into the village. I wish to see this nightmare the girl spoke of.
Aye, Leonidas.
Daxos. He and his group of Arcadians, along with other nations of Greece, had joined us during our march, eager to face Xerxes' horde and do their part.
Care, Leonidas. I sense we're not alone.
So it would seem. I propose we explore the farmhouse. Stand alert.
Demons!
Slander not the underworld, Daxos. What you see before you are merely Persians, far easier to kill.
Behold! Is that not Persian currency?
Daxos, don't! Hardly seems fair that Dilios should get to kill all the Persians himself. Come, let us spoil his fun!
Your assistance was timely, my lord.
If such as these constitute the bulk of Xerxes' forces, we shall cleave through them all in no time.
It does hardly seem a fair fight, my lord. Perhaps 200 of us should turn back.
I'll give the matter some thought. Our work here is not done. We will leave no Persian alive. Dilios, check every building. If it doesn't speak Greek, kill it. Daxos, you're with me.
What do these villagers use as bricks? Gold? How about a hand?
Daxos, are you injured?
The cut burns. My chest feels numb, while my vision wobbles.
Their blades are poisoned. Take care to avoid their reach. Quickly, the captain is this way! Quickly, the captain is this way! I want that gate open and I want it now! Put your girlish backs into it! Harder! What are you, Athenians?
Glad you could make it, sire.
Likewise, Captain.
My king, there is something you should see.
Have the gods no mercy?
We are doomed.
Quiet yourself.
The child spoke of the Persian ghosts, led by the monster Hydarnes. They are the hunters of men's souls. They cannot be killed or defeated. Not this darkness. Not these Immortals.
For their deeds here, I swear by the gods, no Persian will ever sleep without fear again! The very name Hydarnes will become a new emblem for suffering.
They were wise not to tarry here.
Perhaps not so wise after all. Spartans, heads up!
Vile Persian filth. Killing them once was not nearly enough, my lord.
There is not enough Persian blood to sate our spears.
There isn't enough Persian blood. Or we shall make do at the hot gates.
Come, we march.
We slew more Persians than the number of villages we avenged. And yet the girl's death weighs heavily on us. And upon Leonidas most of all. The tree was a message. The Persian God King knows we're coming, and he is unafraid. As yet, we're only an angry bee buzzing in his ear. As dusk fell, our king plans a bold retaliation. Xerxes shall fear us yet. Leonidas leads us several leagues beyond our route to the hot gates. He leads us to the coast, where our enemy's navy lies. We travel down the cliffside to a temple of Poseidon. But Leonidas does not seek the blessing of the sea god. He brings us to strike a blow, make the Persian feel the Spartan sting. He plans to attack the enemy's navy, though not by sea. It's mere chance that leads us to come upon the Persians desecrating the temple. And we look upon it as a gift.
Our path to Poseidon's temple lies on the other side of this camp. I will go.
Sire, take my son, Astinos, with you. He's a fine scout.
Astinos, you're with me. Stay alert, Captain.
If there are any Persian scouts at your back, my lord, I swear to you, they will not draw more than 100 breaths.
Persian scouts, my lord.
Aye, we must be wary. If they see us, they will alert the entire camp.
Killing them would be a simple matter, my lord.
Patience, Astinos. The gods will have their due.
My lord, perhaps a distraction. There is opportunity here to spread chaos. Hey, did you hear something?
It's just the horses.
This appears to be the commander's tent, my lord.
So it would seem.
Slaughter them!
This truly is a blessed night for fishing, my friend. The gods have smiled upon us.
I only hope massacring those unsuspecting Spartans will be just as blessed. A Persian war galley approaches, my lord, and they don't seem to have spied us yet.
I call that an open invitation to board.
It's the Spartans! Cut them to pieces! The Temple of Poseidon. My lord, the Persians have triggered the temple's defenses. Their work must be undone if we are to return to shore.
Run away! You've had your fun. Come, the hot gates lie near. We wouldn't want to keep a god waiting.
Xerxes' slave army hungers for the order to murder us. Millions against our 300. This is where we'll fight. This is where they'll die. We'll give them nothing, but we'll take from them everything. An army stands before us, vast beyond imagining. So great it drinks rivers dry. But Leonidas has chosen this place for a reason. No more than 12 men abreast can stand in the pass at a time. Unable to flank us, the Persians will be forced to confront us face to face, man to man. The advantage of their millions has just withered. Persian emissaries approach our camp. They demand to see the king, but Leonidas instructs them to address us all. In the name of Xerxes, the Persians demand that we lay down our weapons. Our king only laughs. All his 40 years have been a straight road to this one gleaming moment in destiny. This one radiant clash of shield and spear and sword and bone and flesh and blood. We will do what we were trained to do, what we were bred to do, what we were born to do. We will lay down nothing. If Xerxes wants our weapons, he can come and get them.
Signal the attack! Send in the first wave! Typical slaves, too lazy even to live. Send in the grunts! Aye, we've softened them up now. Send in the infantry!
Well done, children. But the day belongs not to us yet. Spartans, form up!
These antics grow tiresome. Send forth the war elephant!
Spartans, fall back! Form up! Hold fast!
Fall back! Fall back! Sound the retreat! Back to base! Now! Now! Now!
More will come.
Hopefully. I don't wish the men to grow bored.
Sounds like they've given up for the day.
As I expected. Rally the men! Though we have prevailed thus far, our only hope of surviving the day is by cutting off the Persians' reinforcements.
One of our Arcadian scouts reports that the Persians have established a forward base just south of their camp. He's discovered a narrow goat path. It passes through a hot spring and leads to them from behind.
Could the Persians use this goat path to get behind us?
If they knew about it, sire.
Then pray to the gods that nobody tells them about it. Stelios and I will go and cut off their reinforcements. Dispatch our Phocian allies behind us, and order them to kill any Persian who finds himself in the hot springs.
Yes, sire.
Lead the way, Arcadian. We climb here! Persians!
something lurks in the mist, my lord.
I sense it as well. The shadows crawl, Stelios. Maintain your guard.
The Persian camp. Looks as if they're readying for another assault.
So it seems.
An interesting choice of location for their watchtower, wouldn't you say, my lord?
Indeed, Stelios. Or for those loose rocks above it, depending on one's point of view.
My lord, the captain awaits your orders. If we can just find a way to open that gate and let them in first.
Kicking over those braziers to set their tents on fire may prove a useful diversion if need be.
There's also always the killing them diversion.
Aye, a useful ruse as well.
Did you encounter much resistance, my lord?
Hardly, Captain. Just Persians. Now if we climb that tower at the rear of their camp and cause a rock slide, their reinforcements will be cut off long enough for us to regroup. Let's go.
Spartans! Slay them all!
Archers in the towers, my lord!
Spartans, to me! Hack your way through! This is what we came for! No tower is high enough to save you, Persian dog!
It worked! The rest of the Persians have been cut off!
The filthy Spartans dare to stand among us? Kill them all! We fight to the death!
Why wait? These Persians may not be the finest warriors in the world, but I cannot help but admire the speed with which they die. Captain, how many did we lose?
We've lost no one, my lord.
Spartans, we have stung a god today! Savor his agony, his rage, his impotence! All I ask is that you celebrate quickly. I suspect we're in for an eventful night.
moon was full that night, when a creature, more beast than man, came into our camp and begged to see the king. His name was Ephialtes, born of Sparta. His mother's love had led his parents to flee, lest he be discarded. His father had been a shepherd, but he claimed that he'd been taught the warrior's way. He wished to reclaim his family's honor by serving us in battle. Our king explained that each Spartan must protect the man to his left, from thigh to neck with his shield. A single weak spot and the phalanx shatters. Ephialtes' twisted body was unable to lift the shield high enough. Nevertheless, Leonidas offered him a place in our army, clearing the dead and tending to the wounded. Not all of us are made to be soldiers. Any hope Ephialtes had for honor was shattered. We had little time, however, to contemplate the incident. For though the day was long, Xerxes was about to mount his fiercest attack yet. Wordless, their form faultless. They move in such perfect unison that each collective step strikes the earth like a blow from the fire god's hammer. They march. Men made into monsters, twisted, bred to fight, bred to kill. Now, while we're fresh and at our full strength, before wounds and weariness have taken their toll, the Mad King throws the best he has at us. Xerxes has taken the bait. Immortals. We put their name to the test.
Spartans, hear me! These are only immortals in name alone! Just a few minutes more, my brothers! Hold the line, just a little longer. This is where we break them. Arcadians, no!
Let's show these Spartans how it's done! Charge! Give quarter to none!
They seem mortal enough! Kill them all!
This is totally unacceptable. You are immortals. These are but pig farmers. Destroy them, or I will have your heads. Get down there, now!
The Immortals are retreating! My lord, we've won!
No, Captain. They will recover and return to strike at us again and again. I prefer to finish them now. Come, Spartans! Today, we have made those who lay claim to immortality run. Now we shall make them bleed! Forward, my brothers!
More incoming!
Well, I see immortality gives at least some of you courage. Form up! Watch out! Archers!
Anthony Temple. I vividly remember exploring here once in my youth.
No disrespect to the Earth Goddess, but this temple doesn't seem all that different from the hundreds of others.
There is more to this place, my lord, than appearances suggest.
Captain, you're with me. The rest of you wait here.
I sense a trap, my lord.
As do I. Traps appear to be a favored Persian crutch. Guard...
My lord, pulling both levers at the same time should unlock one of the clasps. You take the other, I will pull at your signal.
No!
Immortals, my lord! The trap is sprung! Archers, my lord!
I noticed. Which do you want? Those on the right side of the room or the left?
The men will be restless that we have not yet returned. Perhaps it might be best to await reinforcements.
I'll take left.
Going right, now! A crank, my lord. This should open the doors to the altar room. My lord, I'll need both hands to open the gate.
Then do so, Captain. I will guard you with my life. You've done well, Captain. Come, let us leave this place.
What the blazes? Fire!
Stand fast, Captain! This won't take long. You were warned, Immortal! You and your master were warned! An ideal resting place for an immortal indeed. Demeter, please forgive the foul stink and appearance of this offering. With luck, I will soon bring you an emperor as compensation. We have prevailed once again this night, Spartans. Come, rest your weary bones for the few moments remaining before dawn. Today, my brothers, we will be pressed.
No one makes the legendary Immortals look like fools. This I swear to you, Spartan ruler of pig shit, by the heavens above, and the bones of my fallen brethren, and in the name of Almighty Xerxes, before tomorrow ends, you will die.
With the defeat of the Immortals, the man who fancied himself a god felt a very human chill crawl up his spine. Though Hydarnes survived, his monstrous soldiers had been bested. The God King would try again. He summoned Mardonius. He had traveled long and far to the most remote corners of the Persian Empire for the most savage and sadistic tribes. Ancient races of men mired in evil and darkness. He learned their traditions. He collected their warriors. He assembled his army of nightmares. Mardonius, the fist of Xerxes. Whips crack, barbarians howl, Mardonius roars. Our eyes bear witness to this grotesque spectacle, coughed forth from the darkest reaches of Xerxes' empire. At our wall of bronze and crimson, no retreat, no surrender, only honor, duty, glory, combat, victory! They fall by the hundreds. We send broken bodies and severed hearts back to Xerxes' feet. But still they come, a river of warrior slaves without end. But we are relentless, unstoppable. We are free men. We are Spartans. We will fight until the sun itself falls from the sky. We will fight until every one of them is dead. Until the last descendant of Xerxes rots in the grave. We will kill them all.
Spartans, know this. Lower your spears, and you shall die cleanly. Raise arms against us further, and I swear by Xerxes, your families will die in lasting agony. The choice is yours. These are warriors from lands unknown to me, my lord.
They are not men who fear death, if men they be. Nor will they fight as the Persians fight, as any we have seen fight.
I suspect they'll bleed just as red.
What manner of beast is that?
Let's slay it and see.
The futility of your defiance fails to amuse me any longer, Spartan. Enjoy your final breaths. Kalulu, bring me his head, now.
Who's next? Spartans, we have prevailed against our enemy's best. They gave us a tree. We shall make them a wall. Phalanx, form up! On my signal, push!
I agree, General. These Spartans are animals. This delay in our march is, as you say, no one's fault. From now on, I will send one of you to lead each charge. Do not come back until all Spartans are dead. Spartan valor will not be the legacy of Thermopylae. Take 50,000, and do not return until you have torn down that vile wall.
Archers, my lord! They cover the cliffs above! This was not the way. I was to die first.
He died a Spartan! Recover yourself, Captain! Honor your son with Persian blood!
My king, yes! Bear witness, Persians! My heart is filled with hate! I am your death! For Astynos! For Sparta! For freedom! My wits deserted me. I have no excuse, my king.
None is needed. Astynos died with valor. On the morrow, show the Persians a father's mercy.
What dark hell could spawn that abomination?
I care not. Let's show this creature a Spartan's wrath. Are you with me?
In this life and the next.
Let's send it back to that dark hell from which it spawned.
My lord, allow me the honor of whittling away their defenses.
Aye, Stelios. I will buy you what time I can.
It would seem we're slightly outnumbered, my lord.
Spartans, stand fast!
Why do you hesitate, Spartans? Come then, Leonidas. Match two of your best warriors against both of us. An honest contest. Or is it true what they say of Spartan skill at arms?
Your phalanx has made you weak, too dependent on one another.
Choose. Two amongst you. We will wait.
Thank you, Persians, but two of us won't be necessary. Spartans, hold here. This will take but a moment. The king has a bit of bite to him. Save some for me! You Spartans are just as puny as we've had!
You are no match for me!
You Spartans are just as puny as we've had! Your skills are impressive, Spartan King, but you will still die.
Let's see how well you fare against us both!
You speak mere words, Persians. My sword and spear will speak for me!
My brother? Fallen! No! You shall not defeat me!
Persians! Your champions lie dead! Go tell your master, if he wishes to come try his luck himself, I will bind my hands and blindfold myself in advance! If even that is not enough, ask yourselves, what manner of gutless craven god do you serve? Spartans, back to camp! There is no further sport to be had here. Hydarnes and Mardonius' compound lies across these camps. Come, Dilios, and tread with care. Quiet as shadows, light as feathers. The fewer Persians we rouse, the better.
Persian slaves, it seems, have spent a great deal of energy creating opulent quarters for their commanders.
Yet our burning it to the ground should take little energy at all. The Emperor's harem, Dilios. By far a more horrific sight than anything I have seen on the battlefield today. What do you suppose would best enliven their celebration of our imminent deaths?
My king, these creatures...
Including those drunken guardsmen? Will they stand back idly and let us pass?
I suppose not, my lord. My king, use these spears to slaughter as many of these hellspawn as we can. No more entertainment for Xerxes' camp.
By the gods, I hope you were your master's favorite. Delios, let's move! Delios!
It's him! The Spartan king! Alone!
Truly Xerxes has smiled upon us this night.
Let us see what your emperor's smile is worth, Persian.
Off with the Spartan's head, quickly! Xerxes wishes it brought to the bedchamber for his whores to fondle at once.
You'll not harm him, or I vow you will find there are far, far worse fates than mere slaughter. I'm impressed, Delios. You managed to keep your head in a tight situation.
Yes, my lord. I've grown quite attached to it.
General Hydarnes, your time has come.
Leonidas? Here in the flesh? I never dared hope this opportunity would present itself.
You mean being beheaded by a Spartan king? I'll do my best to make it live up to your expectations, then.
You will die, Leonidas. Now you will die! Curses! Curses! Immortals aid me! Curses!
It sounds as if we've alerted the entire camp, my lord.
I fear you're right. It is well, Dilios. We have wrought as much havoc here as two men ever could. We must leave now. It is unfortunate that we are unable to teach Mardonius the same lesson.
It would seem Haidani's immortality was somewhat exaggerated.
Like the godhood of another, I am growing quickly certain. Come, my friend. Our last dawn approaches. Savor it.
We have toppled much sturdier walls than these Spartans!
Spartans! We must hold this wall at all costs! You've given me your best, my brothers! Now give me more! Captain, about that backup plan we discussed.
On it, my lord. You have done well. The Emperor is pleased.
They know it's over. We could starve them out. No reason to kill him. No need.
The world has achieved brilliance without conscience thus far, Hunchback. Pyromancers, destroy the wall!
The wall is breached! Fall back! Captain, is everything prepared?
Almost, my lord. A few minutes is all we need.
I was afraid you'd say that. I'll buy you as many lives as I can.
My lord, the bombs are ready.
I'll light them. Get to safety and leave no one behind! Delay them a few moments.
Captain! Immortals!
Though Hydarnes is no more, it seems the Emperor has replenished their ranks. Come, Spartans! Follow me closely! We need to find higher ground. Form up! Pull back 50 yards! Stay together and watch for arrows! Fall back to the hill! Shields low! Move! Move! Spartans, halt! Hold this position! No matter what comes over that hill, we stand here, my brothers! Shield to shield! Prepare for glory!
My compliments, Leonidas, and congratulations! You play a clever game, and you play it well. Despite your insufferable arrogance, the God King has come to admire Spartan valor and fighting skill. You will make a mighty ally.
Yield, Leonidas. Use your reason. Think of your men.
Listen to your fellow Greek. He can attest to the Divine One's generosity. You fight for your lands? Keep them! You fight for Sparta! She will be wealthier and more powerful than ever before. You fight for your kingship? You will be proclaimed warlord of all Greece. Answerable only to one true master of the world. Leonidas, your victory will be complete if you but lay down your arms and kneel to holy Xerxes. Your spear, Leonidas!
Stelios! Slaughter them! Slaughter them!
Foolish Spartan.
Archers! Fire arrows!
Your pitiful attacks cannot hurt me.
Xerxes! Die!
Kill them all.
Spartans! The time has come for vengeance! Charge! Arrow fire! Stay low!
All who show the Greeks their backsides will be executed. We have superior numbers. Let the will of Xerxes guide your blows. Attack!
Commander, assemble a few of your best and join me for a flanking maneuver. Quickly, quickly! I want a crack at Mardonius. Come, we'll hit them from behind. Make for that hill and avoid drawing undue attention. There. Mardonius' top 3 generals, Antaraxus, Hydorus, and Virga. Lop off their heads, and the body of this massive Persian beast will die. Come. I fear our presence behind enemy lines will not remain undetected much longer. One down! One more to go! That's the last of them.
If a single Greek crosses this bridge, every one of your heads will roll. I will see to it myself. Charge!
Not this time, Persians! Spartans, push! Our enemy flees before us like the gutless curs they are! Slay them, brothers! Slay them, one and all! Close the gate! Let none escape!
I will ride you down like the dogs you are. Long have I heard tell of the one who left his fellows to die at Thermopylae. Come for revenge, have we?
Let our spears decide who between us is the craven lapdog.
Your Spartan insolence is all you have. Persia is wealthy beyond imagining. I demean myself by even speaking to you.
This is why you lose here today, Persian. We fight so hard because we have so little.
You have nothing. Your land is stony. Your cities burnt to the ground. Your wives and daughters.
Fight me, Mardonius. Steel against steel.
Your tenacity impresses. However, it will only make killing you that much more enjoyable.
There is nowhere left to run, Mardonius. It's time to end this.
Victory is ours! Sparta is free!